Hello everyone and welcome back to Contra Health Scam. So today we're going to talk about the new program by WW that is Weight Watchers called Kurbo. So Kurbo is a lifestyle change program or a wellness program for kids and adolescents aged 8 to 17 years. Almost immediately after it was launched, it was greeted with a lot of backlash, with people accusing WW of trying to exploit children and exposing them to developing eating disorders. So in this review, we are going to find out about this program and why it shouldn't be a controversial program and instead should be something that parents should consider using for their kids to tackle the childhood obesity problem that we are going through and we are facing, which is a real problem in the world today. So let's begin. Alright, so I have here open before me the website of Kurbo, and as you can see by the title here, you can see that the mission statement is here that you should eat healthier, move more, feel great. So the Kurbo coaching is not free, but it has a free app that we'll talk about later. So let's scroll down through the website and see what it's all about. So Kurbo works in 3 ways. So as you can see here, how Kurbo helps kids and teens build healthy habits for life. First, you see that you pick what you eat, then the fun app keeps you on track, and your coach really gets you. So you pick what you eat, meaning that there is no such thing as a diet going on here, because diets require you to eliminate some certain things. But when you pick what you eat, according to the model, there's no disallowed food. So here you get to pick what you eat, and then the fun app that comes with the program keeps you on track, and your coach really gets to you. So this is the paid portion of the program, but these first two and access to the app is free of charge. So here, this is testimonials, and if you click here, read all the member stories, you will notice that you get this error 404 page not found. This is because this particular page here initially featured before after photos of children and teenagers, and a lot of people found it very disturbing, and they got a lot of flack for it, so they decided to pull down the page, but they haven't updated it until now. So this is what you see when you click on it, at least for now. Okay, so going back now to the home page, you can see that the pictures here, they are not stolen or stock photos, but they are all photos of minors, obvious teenagers here. And then going downwards, now there are so-called certified coaches. They have a page dedicated to it too. Like if you go here now, get to know our coaches, you see that this one, if you flip over to view her profile, you will see that she has master's and PhD in mind body medicine, which is, well, interesting. And certificates, clinical hypnosis, functional nutrition, ICF certified life coach. So most of them don't really have medical background here. They're mostly, in the convoluted wellness industry. You see coaches here and there, and even people who don't have anything going apart from being a dad or being a mom. So these are the coaches that we have over here. Personally, I'm not very impressed by this list of coaches, and considering the fact that we're going to be paying for this feature, they should have done better. So moving now downwards, and you can see the real professionals behind the development of this Kurbo program. I can see the first person here that's listed, Dr. Tom Robinson, Professor of Medicine, Childhood Obesity, Stanford University. Dr. Elisa Jelalian, Professor of Psychiatric, Human Behavior and Pediatrics, Brown University. And Dr. Gary Foster, Chief Science Officer of WW, that is Weight Watchers Reimagined. And more testimonials, this one from a parent. And then the pricing for the coaching. First of all, you have a 7-day free coaching trial. Then after that, if you do not cancel the trial, then you'll be charged month by month basis. It will be $69 a month. Then if you want their most popular, which I don't think is, well, who knows, the one they claim that is their most popular, You can see that it's $189 for 3 months, which is, and then the best value according to them is the 6 months option, where you can get it at $294 for 6 months. There's also an option for you to use your employer health insurance to pay for the service. So that's basically it for the overview of the Kurbo website. Now let's go to contrahealthcam.com, because of course I've written a review about it, and let's talk about what the program offers, the controversies behind it, and my own personal opinion on why the controversy, though justified, is not something that should worry people, when it comes to this program. So let's go to contrahealthcam.com now. Alright, so here we are, contrahealthcam.com. As you can see from the title, Kurbo by WW review, why it should not be controversial. So from the review summary here, you can see that like we saw earlier, that it is a free app, and then $69 a month for the coaching if you want it, optional. So from review summary, you can see that auto identical qualifications 10 over 10, obviously, because it's Weight Watchers and they are known for this, and they are qualified. So it's as simple as that. Secondly, scientific basis of the program is also a 10 over 10, because it's based on decades of research by reputable universities. And considering the fact that this is WW we're talking about here, I don't think they'll be deceiving anybody by making such a claim, because if they make such a false claim, it will result in the end of their company as we see it right now. So third, presentation of the program is an 8 over 10. No scamming advertising, but because of the issue of using minors in before and after photos, I decided to just bring it down to 8 over 10, because even though they've deleted that page now, it still desires some points to be taken away from an otherwise nice advertising. Testimonials is 6 over 10, because, well, it's a fairly new program and we don't really know. It's not getting a 5 over 10 because we know that it's Weight Watchers and they are known for delivering results, even though it can take some time. And then pricing is a 6 over 10, because personally, given the kind of coaches that we have been shown, and then plugging the price at $69 a month is something I do not agree with. But Weight Watchers has to make money somewhere, so that's how they will make the money. And unfortunately, it's going to be an relatively expensive program, if you ask me. Now let's quickly go through this review to pick out the important points. I'm not really going to read most of it because it's a long review. I'll leave the link to the review in the description box so that you can read it for yourself. Okay, so now let's begin. On Tuesday, 13th August 2019, WW, that's Weight Watchers, put out a press release announcing the launch of Kurbo, a lifestyle program designed for children and teens aged 8 to 17. But the announcement has triggered a lot of intense criticism from parents, professionals, and the usual outrage enthusiasts who feel that WW is exploiting impressionable children and teenagers and putting them at risk of developing eating disorders and other related mental problems. But is this criticism credible and worth considering? Well, in this review, you're going to find out all about this program, why it was developed, and why WW should not be crucified for trying to provide a solution to the obesity epidemic currently ravaging minors in the US. Okay, so now what is this Kurbo? We already talked about it, but let me just give you a brief summary. Kurbo is a mobile health company founded in 2014, but WW acquired it in 2018 for $3 million in order to design a wellness program specifically for children and teenagers from age 8 to 17. According to their press release, Kurbo is a scientifically proven behavior change program designed to help kids and teens aged 8 to 17 reach a healthier weight. They go on to say that their program is derived from Stanford University's pediatric weight control program. This Stanford program in turn is the result of 30 years of research involving experts in the pediatric and psychiatric health fields. So that's basically it now. And now for another important point here, Kurbo doesn't market itself as a diet program. In fact, users get to pick what they want to eat with a unique fun twist to it. Okay, so now let's go to how Kurbo works. Kurbo works by providing what it calls the traffic light system. In this system, all foods are allowed but classified according to the 3 traffic lights: green, yellow, and red. So foods classified under the green light are considered free to eat at any quantity and at any time you like. This will include all fruits and vegetables. Foods under the yellow light are equally great to eat at any time, but unlike the green light foods, you have to watch the quantity or portions you eat. Foods in this category include lean proteins and pasta. Now the red. Foods under the red light are still free to eat. However, you have to think twice before deciding to put them in your daily diet. As Kurbo puts it, you don't have to give them up. Just stop and think how to budget them in. The foods in this category include things like candy and soda, the sugary stuff kids crave all the time. So for me, I don't see any problem with this particular system. A lot of people, some of the people against this program feel that this traffic light system is sending the wrong signals to the kids that some foods are good and why some foods are bad. For me, I don't think it's a bad thing to teach children because they need to know what is good and what is not good. What can cause you problems and what cannot cause you problems. You don't just shield kids from this kind of truth. Okay, so now let's move forward now to the coaches. I already talked about them, and the pricing. So let's keep going down. Now let's talk more about the outrage. Kurbo by WWE controversy. Why the outrage? Shortly after WWE announced their launch of Kurbo, it was almost immediately greeted with a lot of online backlash from people who feel that a company known for weight loss is now targeting children. Critics fear that targeting children with weight loss programs like Kurbo by WWE will only damage their mental health and lead them to developing eating disorders. Others accuse the company of trying to profit off of children, deception, and quote, preying on parents' fears. So you can see the screenshots. I took this one from Google App Store. You can see a lot of people accusing Weight Watchers of trying to exploit children and putting them on a diet while claiming at the same time that it's not a diet that they're putting them in. So last time I checked, this app has like less than 3-star reviews on Google Play to show you how badly received it was when it was launched. Of course, there are 2 change.org petitions over there that is clamoring for the Kurbo site and they have to be taken down. So after you read about them, I'm not going to talk about them in this article. But now let's go to what the experts are saying concerning the backlash. Okay, after searching around the internet for a while, it appears that not many diet experts reacted at all to the Kurbo launch. However, the ones I saw were critical, with almost all of them having issues with Weight Watchers publishing before and after photos of kids and teens to market their program. Those photos are since been taken down. Also, there is this letter supposedly from health professionals condemning Kurbo and demanding the quote immediate removal of Kurbo Health app on all hosting platforms, suspension of all related Kurbo social media accounts, and dismantling of the Kurbo website. End quote. Interestingly, this letter was signed by mostly female so-called health professionals, and on top of that, there is no way of verifying if those signing the letter are indeed health professionals, since they are using Google Forms to collect the signatures, and all you need to do is simply write your credentials in the form. Okay, so this is the letter I'm talking about. I already responded. I put some information in here, so I'm waiting to see when they'll update the form and when my name will appear here. But as you can see, most of the people who signed these things are females. So from here you can see Heather, Denise, Kayla, KJ, Laura, Dianina, Victoria, Ashley, Susan, Marcy, Mina, Robin, Erin, Leah, mostly females. And when I was writing my details here, there's nothing that I received, and my name has not even appeared here till now. And I put this, I entered my information like 2 or 3 days ago. Anyway, so this is the kind of letter that we have here. Okay, let me show you what the letter is all about. So you can see the letter here, you can read it in full. I left the link in the article so you can click on it and see. Let's go back now to control health scam. So what about the response of WW to the backlash? Okay, so WW released a series of tweets on August 15 addressing many of the concerns raised by people online. Okay, so one of the tweets read, WW's mission is to inspire healthy habits for everyone, and that includes families. It is why we see it as a responsibility to help kids and teens, and why we acquired Kurbo to help move towards our goal of making wellness accessible to all. On the issue of their program potentially causing eating disorders, WW assured studies show that programs like Kurbo, which focuses on behavior change for healthier eating and more activity, not dieting or calorie counting, don't cause eating disorders. Kurbo provides kids with tools to make balanced food choices and manage their weight in a healthy way. Okay, then it goes on to address the issue of Kurbo coaches not being qualified for the job. They responded in a tweet saying, parents are such an important part of the Kurbo program. They are invited to participate in Kurbo coaching calls and provided with information on how to best support their child on Kurbo. Our Kurbo coaches go through rigorous training on the Kurbo curriculum, behavior change, and health coaching. So they are super prepared to guide kids and teens towards their wellness goals. Our Kurbo coaches have all worked with kids and teens and have experience in counseling, education, fitness, and all nutrition. Each coach completes a thorough background check and receives intensive training on the Kurbo program, behavior change, and health coaching. So that's how they responded to the issue. Also, there are more responses when they were defending the program, but we're not going to talk about it obviously. I've already wasted time reading the statement. So let's now move forward to my own opinion. Control health scams, professional opinion, why Kurbo should not be controversial. So what I noticed is that most of these people who were against this program, calling for it to be taken down, calling it exploitation, preying on parents' fears and all these things, raising issues of mental health and all these things, I didn't see any one of them offer any alternatives, to combat the issue of childhood obesity, which is a big issue for me, because that shows that all these people going against this program, even though some of them have good intentions, but most of these people do not have any good intentions. They are always after the popular and successful companies and trying to take them down when they try to branch into some new area in order to maybe help out and make a profit in the process. So for me, I don't see why we should listen to such people when they don't have any other suggestions to make that will help in the overall tackling of the childhood obesity problem. So that is my personal observation about the whole issue, and that's one of the principal reasons why I said that you should not listen to most of these people. Okay, the only place I saw some legitimate criticism is in the area of coaching and in the area of marketing, where they were using before after photos of minors. I saw that one as something that they shouldn't have done in the first place. But every other thing is, for me, it's no deal breaker. Okay, it's not worth listening to. So if you want your kid to use this app, of course you can let your kid use the app, but you have to also guide them, as their parents and guidance. Okay, so that's all about it in my professional opinion here. I've basically said what I wrote down here. That's the main crux of the matter. So when you go to the website and then read this article, you have more details on my professional opinion. Okay, so now to the pros. You can see it has 7 pros. Developed by a company successful in helping people lose weight and be healthy, scientifically backed. No food is disallowed. You can eat whatever you want. You don't need to pay money before you can use the program. Only pay if you want to be coached. App is easy to use. Okay, testimonials are not stock or stolen photos, no scam advertising, and Kurbo at least acknowledges that there is a childhood obesity problem and is trying to do something about it. Okay, so the cons, of course, I've talked about it. The qualification of virtual coaches, the issue of using those testimonials, and then the cost of coaching. Okay, so that's it about this review about Kurbo. My overall review is positive, and as my disclaimer says, this is all my decision, my opinion, and it wasn't influenced by WWE coming for me to help them write a positive review for monetary reward. This is my decision to make because I saw that this is one of the first programs I know of that has decided to tackle the issue of childhood obesity, and receiving the kind of backlash it received, for me, I felt it was justified, but at the same time, it's not a reason why they should not offer this service in the first place, because I see a lot of potential in it, and if used properly, I believe it's going to help a lot of children to lose weight in a fun and harmless way possible. All right, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has been very useful to you. Please, any suggestions you have, you can use the comment section to let me know. And thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.